Ever wonder what happens when pirates clash with traders on the high seas? Today we're diving into the Battle of Fukuda Bay, the first ever naval battle between Japanese and Europeans. The Battle of Fukuda Bay occurred on October 18th, 1565, during Japan's Sengoku period. This era of civil war and social upheaval saw various factions vying for control. Fukuda Bay, near present-day Nagasaki, became the stage for a conflict between the Wako pirates, led by Matsura Takanobu of the Matsura clan, and Portuguese traders, commanded by João Pereira. The battle arose from a trade dispute, as Portuguese ships chose to trade at Fukuda instead of Matsura's port in Hirata. It was less, let's trade silk, and more, let's trade blows. The Portuguese, who had established a trading foothold in Japan, were transporting valuable goods, including silk and silver. Their growing influence threatened the local Wako pirates, who relied on raiding for their livelihood. The Wako, seeing an opportunity to disrupt Portuguese trade and loot their ships, prepared for an ambush in Fukuda Bay. The Portuguese fleet, led by Captain João Pereira, consisted of one large carrack and one galleon, carrying over 80 crewmen. Meanwhile, the Wako pirates, with 8 to 10 large junks and about 60 smaller boats, assembled several hundred samurai to attack the Portuguese. As the Portuguese ships approached Fukuda Bay, they were unaware of the ambush that awaited them. The Wako had hidden their ships among the coves and inlets of the bay, ready to strike at the opportune moment. On the morning of October 18th, the Wako launched their attack, catching most of the Portuguese crew on shore. It was as if the pirates shouted, "Surprise! It's a boarding party!" The stage was set for a dramatic confrontation, with both sides prepared for a fierce battle. On October 18th, 1565, the Portuguese fleet sailed into Fukuda Bay, unaware of the ambush awaiting them. The Wako pirates, with their smaller, faster ships, launched a surprise attack. The Portuguese, armed with superior firepower and advanced naval tactics, fought back fiercely. The battle saw intense close-quarters combat, with the pirates attempting to board the Portuguese ships while dodging cannon fire. Captain João Pereira's fleet consisted of heavily armed ships, including a carrack and a galleon. The Portuguese strategy relied on their firepower to keep the pirates at bay. However, the Wako, utilizing their smaller, more maneuverable vessels, darted in and out of the Portuguese formation, launching hit-and-run attacks. The pirates' agility allowed them to avoid the worst of the cannon fire and get close enough to attempt boarding actions. At one point, the Japanese forces managed to board the Portuguese carrack from the stern, briefly holding the captain major hostage. Despite the initial surprise, the Portuguese managed to regroup and counterattack. Pereira's leadership and the discipline of his men played a crucial role in turning the tide. The Portuguese carrack and galleon, using their height advantage, poured musket and arquebus fire down onto the attacking pirates. The Wako, realizing they could not sustain their assault against such determined resistance, began to withdraw. The Portuguese galleon provided crucial support, catching the Japanese flotilla in crossfire between the two ships. It was a classic case of caught between a galleon and a hard place. The Battle of Fukuda Bay ended with a Portuguese victory, but with significant losses on both sides. The Portuguese managed to fend off the pirates, losing 8 crew members, but at a great cost to the Japanese forces, who suffered 3 junks sunk, over 70 killed, and 200 wounded. This battle underscored the volatile nature of maritime trade during the Sengoku period, and the constant threat posed by piracy. If you enjoyed this dive into pirate history, like, share and subscribe for more thrilling tales from the past.